Shop now on KarmaloopTV and get free shipping on any order. Just use the promo code Chelsea.
What's going on? I'm Jose. This is the weekly rundown for the week of January 5th, 2010. The rundown. In Iran, Ahmadinejad's official website was hacked. When people tried to visit the site, they were redirected to a message that said, "Dear God, in 2009 you took my favorite singer, Michael Jackson, my favorite actress, Farrah Fawcett, my favorite actor, Patrick Swayze, my favorite voice, Netta. Please, please don't forget my favorite politician, Ahmadinejad, and my favorite dictator, Khamenei, in the year 2010. In related news, a website that was created for the start of the Spanish presidency of the European Union was also hacked. A picture of Spanish Prime Minister José Luis Rodríguez Zapatero was replaced with a picture of Mr. Bean. I guess as of late, his critics have been drawing comparisons between, the Prime Minister and Mr. Bean. And this issue hits kind of close to home because I am also named Jose, and in my grade school years, I might have looked a little like Mr. Bean, and some kids at school might have called me Mr. Bean. I also farted all the time. That's why they call me Mr. Bean. Myanmar's ruling junta chief Than Shwe confirmed yesterday that the country's first general election in 2 decades will take place. So that means the first election in 20 years will take place in Burma. However, he gave no date for balloting, and expected to be excluded from the ballot is pro-democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi. In the UK, new airport scanners are set to be breaking child porn laws. The law bans the creation of indecent images of children under the age of 18, and I guess with these new airport scanners, you can see all sorts of boobies and hoo-has. So if you're under 18 and you go through one of those, then I guess it's child porn. So I guess what they're gonna have to do is exempt, minors. In related news, I am now looking for work as an airport security scanner. South African President Jacob Zuma married his 3rd wife this past week. And now, normally I wouldn't think this is too big of a deal, but this picture is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. If we could bring up the picture of this man at his birthday celebration. Zuma already has 19 children and is expected to marry a 4th wife later this year. One can only hope, or I can only hope rather, that I am not only dressed like this man, but having that much fun at my wedding. Finally, in this week's news, the director of blockbuster hit Avatar, James Cameron, apparently announced this week that there was a sex scene excluded from theatrical version because of the PG-13 rating. In the sex scene, it said that Jake Sully, connects ponytails with the big blue biddy, and they make some crazy Avatar love, which is, I was disappointed when I was in theaters and that scene wasn't more extensive. I'm glad that they did some ponytail docking for the DVD. That's all the news we have for this week. The rundown.
Quickie. It's time for another quickie. Why do we always do this on Wednesday, Tuesday? I don't know. Listen, January 5th, 1914, the Ford Motor Company... let me do this again. Time for another quickie. Why do we always do this on Tuesdays, Wednesdays? It's like... it's weird. Anyways, January 5th in 1914, the Ford Motor Company announced a $5 a day minimum wage and an 8-hour workday. Now, for 1914, this was a pretty big deal. The Industrial Revolution had people working for basically nothing. 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. Of course, people were going to get pissed. 8 hours of labor, 8 hours of recreation, and 8 hours of rest was the slogan the early labor rights movement coined in Great Britain by 1817, and it was from here that the work week, as you and I know it today, was developed. Although the movement for this work week has been around for almost 200 years, it's still a luxury we have it. Let's face it, sweatshops and slavery, for that matter, still exists. Number for number, we probably have more slaves now than in all of history. Human trafficking is a huge business. Child labor is still happening, and the 8-hour workday would seem like a vacation to millions upon millions of people around the world. So next time you're staring at the clock, know that it took years and years of protests, riots, crackdowns, and campaigning to get you that 8-hour workday in the first place. And then in some parts of the world, they might never... Wait. Oh, sorry, man. It's 6. I'm out. Later. Quickie.